All right, let's see.
Sir.
Let's start Thursday game here, 8 o'clock Thursday.
Oh,
First game of the season. We got the Detroit Lions going into the Super Bowl champions, Kansas City Chiefs.
defending.
Kansas City, as of right now, is a 5-point favorite. I don't think this factors in the Travis Kelce news, which is going to be a huge blow to them. That's just the biggest safety blanket there is in the NFL is having
Absolutely.
Travis Kelce as your tight end. So with me, KC having no Travis Kelce, that's no, like I said, no safety blanket. You got Chris Jones on the other side on holdout still. That's huge against this Detroit offensive line and this Detroit run game. So I'm going to go with the upset here with the Lions taking the win here.
Right
Right off the bat, upset right away, knocking off the Super Bowl champs of last year. There's too many new wide receivers. Mahomes is a great quarterback. He's going to find these guys open. Someone's going to score a couple touchdowns, but it's going to be a trouble finding a rhythm and getting all these guys on the same page without having someone reliable like Travis Kelce next to you. So I'm going Detroit Lions. Where you at, Ed?
No doubt, bro. I honestly, I thought about this too, and I was like, man, Chris Jones, man, no Trav. Oh, those are two big, gigantic. It's a team sport, folks. I don't want to muddy the waters. I don't want to blur the lines here. It's a team sport, okay? But the two in question are such big contributors. I mean, we're talking about 15 and a half sacks, at a Chris Jones. We're talking about wide receiver numbers at the tight end position. Trav. I just think potentially coming out of the gate, Detroit could be full speed ahead. And KC, the first week, maybe two, might get off to a slow start, or we're wrong and it becomes a shootout. And the defending champs are the defending champs. But I'm going Detroit here. I don't know about you. I don't know about you, Char, but I'm going Detroit here just because it's a little fishy. And I think that the Lions could come out roaring.
Man, I could. I'm gonna have to, Brady did a little storytelling last week. I'm gonna have to open the pages of my book and script wise to begin this game.
Let's go.
I like KC to get out fast. Not having Kelce is massive, but the orchestration that is Mahomes and Andy Reid, I don't think on ring night, I don't think Detroit is ready for this level. Right out the gates, on the road in Arrowhead, prime time. That's heavy.
Tall task.
I don't like it. I don't like it for Jared Goff and the boys. I don't like it. I think KC gets out fast. I think they end up covering that 5 points. I think you're gonna see the missing of Kelce will matter, especially like on third downs and stuff like that. I think you're gonna see Chris Jones not being there, the effect that the Lions are going to be able to run the ball a little bit easier through the tackles and stuff like that. But let's not forget, KC's still got some edge presence out there. They have one of the best linebacking cores depth wise in the AFC. So I think they'll do all right. I think they'll handle business. I think they'll give Golf all he can handle. I don't particularly like what the weapons are over there in Detroit. I think they're going to score points, but I think KC's going to score more points. I like the over. I like the Chiefs to cover. I'm going KC. Not on ring night. I can't take Detroit on ring night.
Can't take Detroit on ring night.
I do got a little fantasy question though. Since Travis Kelce is out, who do you guys like out of the Kansas City receiving core? If you were in desperate need of a spot start here and you had to clip the waiver wire, would you want to play maybe Kadarius Toney, Sky Moore, MVS, or go a little deeper with Justin Ross, Richie James, or maybe the rookie Rashid Rice? Who you like to step up this game for KC's receiving core?
You want me to take it, Bray? Who you got, Bray?
Yeah, I'll go first. I think if I was just playing it safe, I'd probably go like Sky Moore, only because I don't fully trust Kadarius Toney. I think he's already listed as questionable coming off of preseason and stuff. Always unquestionable. But if I wanted to risk it, I'd go with the Rashee Rice. There's a reason they drafted him. There was other wide receivers that were available, but they took him because that dude reached out to Mahomes. Him and Mahomes were practicing before the draft. They got a good communication going, and they liked each other. And so Mahomes said, "Hey, we're drafted. I want this guy on my team." So if I was going to take the risk, I'd go with the Rice for the sole fact that he's already bonding with Mahomes.
I like it.
I like it. That's a solid pick. I'm just going common sense here. For me, when you take a look at the numbers from a season ago, obviously at the top of the list was Trav. He potentially could not play in this game. Or is he out, fellas? Do we know if he's out 2 days before?
Not confirmed.
Okay, so
out.
we don't know if he's out, but he's
Yeah.
he's definitely in the questionable slot. Their second leading receiver a season ago is also not on the roster this year. He's a New England Patriot. So they will not have Juju Smith-Schuster. And then the third dude on the depth chart, which is receiving yards, was Marquez Valdez-Scantling. I'm thinking year 2 in the system, potentially he could end up being a guy that gets fed the ball a lot only because of the familiarity that he had with Mahomes and this offense a season ago. I didn't pick anyone else because a lot of these other guys are brand new faces and have never really worked with him in game before, so I couldn't really go with them. I couldn't say Kadarius Toney, who also was coming back from a season ago, because you just don't know what you're going to get. Absolute fine-tuned athlete and machine, but he just hasn't been able to get it all together and stay on the field. So even still, he's been on KC for an entire season, and he's still battling the same type situations that he was battling in New York. I wish him nothing but the best, but for me, I got to go with the solid pick for me is Marquez Valdez-Scantling.
I like the MVS thing. I'd agree with Brady. If I was going to throw a dart, I'd go Rashee Rice. He's got the best talent, speed combination out of anybody on the wide receiving core for them. But I don't think you can go wrong, and that's why I posed the question, because it's a, it's a close your eyes and kind of
honestly
walk through the woods to try to find which one you think is going to be the guy.